Welcome back to engineering graphics class. Today's session we will discuss how to construct or how to draw the isometric view of the frustum of a square pyramid, pentagonal pyramid and cone, frustum of a cone. Okay. First we will start the frustum of a square pyramid. So I will take the example of the dimension in the square frustum of a square pyramid. They will give the data for the bottom face and top face and height between top face to bottom face. These are the data they will provide. By using that we need to construct. For this example, I will take a frustum of a square pyramid of the base side length 50 mm and top side length 20 mm and the distance between top face to bottom face 50 mm. Okay, so these are the data I will take. First I will construct we need to construct the bottom face 50 mm side they we given. So take any one point from here, come measure the 5 boxes 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then same way again you can measure it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back to this. So we constructed the bottom face and now so we need to give the height. I said height is given 50. So from the midpoint we have to draw it. So midpoint we can get it by drawing the midpoint lines between the edges, opposite edges. So this is 5 means 2.5, take the midpoint, draw the line. So these midpoint lines you can draw with the normal line. That is a thin line you have to draw. And then height 50 is given from the center, 5 boxes you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 we have to get it at the center here, 5 boxes we have to count. Next, so again here we need to take one more frame. So that frame is the side I told that it is a 20 mm I need to take. 20 mm I need to make it. So here all the dimensions or the distance will be measured with respect to the center, that is the top axis center. So now the axis is the center. So either side 20 given means either side 10 10 it will come. So these are the lines should be drawn parallel to these lines, that is the inclined lines, left side and right side. So like that we have to draw the parallel line here 10, this side one box you have to count it, that is midpoint to midpoint like this, and then again either side we have to count it again 10, and that means this is total it will become 20, and same way this side also at the point like this, and same way here also we have to put it one box. So either sides along parallel to this line we have to draw the 10 10 10 10 like this, then total it will become 20, and then after finishing that again from the end of that we need to construct again 10 10 10 10 10 okay, like this we need to construct. Furthermore from all the ends we have to construct again 10 10 10 10 like this. So then total it will become, the side will become 20 20 20 and 20, and this one we can make it a visible line. So whatever the line we drawn, that is we can make it visible lines like this. It should be outermost, it should be made visible. And next you can delete or you can erase all the lines like this. And now the last one, front 3 corners, these are the front 3 corners, the sides are visible, so we have to take it from here, respective corners we have to join from the top face to bottom face like this here. Okay, and then we need to erase this is the hidden edges, we need to erase it. Okay, so this is how we can construct the frustum of a square pyramid. Okay, next we will construct the frustum of a pentagonal pyramid. So when it comes to the frustum of a pentagonal pyramid, same way here we will get the two faces, bottom face and top face. Both the face edges are different length. I will take example of here frustum of a pentagonal pyramid, bottom face side length is 30 and top face side length is 20, and the height between top face to bottom face, so we'll take the 50. So we know that how to construct the pentagon in a isometric view. Here we need to extend the lines from all the corners and we need to make a frame for it. So like we need to make the two frames, that is one for top face and one for bottom face. Like this we have to construct. So this is the only thing in isometric, the difficult part when it comes to the frustum of a pentagonal pyramids will be a lengthier version, and the second lengthier is a frustum of a cone. There also we need to do some little work. That the remaining and all very easy. The thing is here to construct these things and getting the data is a quite lengthier version. Other than that, this one also be okay. And after finishing, we can give the naming. After which here O, A, B, and C. For the top, same for the bottom, we can get it O, A, B, and C. And next, the namings you can give it here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And same here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So next we need to find the distances of these frames. So this is the top frame 48.54, and then the width of this one we are getting 46, and the same we have to get the distance of these points, and same way here also from the 1 and then here C to 4. Okay. And same way for bottom, that means top frame, we have to find out the length of this, that is O to A, and then O to C, and then O to 1, and then O to 5, and last C to 4. So these are the lengths we have to measure with actual dimension. Actual dimension we need to measure everything. And now, so first we will construct the bottom frame, that is a bigger one, that 30 mm. So we have taken the O here, and the length of O to A, so we got it 48.5, so we can take it as a 49. 49 means almost 5 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then O to C we have 46.1, that is 4.6, that is 4.5 box we can take it. 1, 2, 3, 4 and off. And same way here, so we will take the same 5 boxes, we have to take it. Okay, like this we have to finish it. And after that, so we can name it. For time being, to avoid the confusion, the beginners, you can give the namings for these corners, so it will be comfortable while finding out the points, that is a pentagonal 5 points. And now one by one we can take the compose, measure it. Now O to A, between O to A we are getting 0.1, that is having 24.2, that means 2.5. We can take the 2.5 from here, 1 to 0.5, draw the arc. This is a 0.1. And now between A and B we are getting 2, the distance is same as this O to 5, that is 17.6. We can take 18, that means 1.8, and one, say take the A center, one box, and almost near to the second. So don't drop to the 2, leave some space and draw at second point, that is a 0.2 finish. Now 0.5, same way take the O center and here same one box and near to the 2, not touching the 2 second box, between that you leave space and get the 5. And now between 3 and 4 we will have the same distance of say 9.2. So 9.2 means almost 9.9, one box. You can directly take one box itself, no issues. You can take it. And some same way from B also one box you have to take it and draw the arc. So now all the points we got it. This is 1, and here we got the 2, and then here we got the 3, and then 4 and 5. So like this 5 points, that means corners we got it, and now we join all these 5 with the thick line, that is a visible line, we can say 1 2 2 3 4 5 and back to 1. Okay, once it is finished, so you can delete all the namings, it is not needed, you can delete it. Keep the frame to find out the center. You can keep erasing everything. So each step, if you erase unwanted things, it will be easy, otherwise it will be clumsy, it will be more lines, more points, it may leads to avoid, it may leads to be in confusion. Okay, now so OA we got that is 50, almost we drawn 50. From the midpoint of it, we need to draw a line to opposite its midpoint, like this one, the midpoint line. And same way here also it is having 46, the thing we find out the midpoint and draw the line. So why I am suggesting the midpoint line means when you are taking the top frame, so you will keep, remember we have to draw the line along the these inclinations, that will be helpful to identify the parallel lines. So that's why I am finding out the midpoints. Even though you can draw the diagonal lines and get the center, it will come on the same point. Let me practice this, it will help in all the problems. Okay, now we got the center point, and now from this center point height, I told it is a 50, we are taking the 50. So from here we count it, so 1 2 3 4 5 boxes you have to count. If you, when it's at the somewhere in the middle, if you difficult in finding the boxes, counting the boxes, just draw the line and measure 5 boxes here and take the compass, measure it, and just draw the line and taking the center, this midpoint, and draw the arc, and then remaining you erase it. Like that also you can do. And now on the top of this line, again we need to construct one more frame OABC of by taking this length. So before that I will give the tips. First I will move the naming, because which side O will come, we will come to know this. See, so this side O and this side A and this side B and this side we are getting C, like this OABC we are getting. Okay, now we need to take the smaller line, that is a thin line. Now see OA coming this side, the OA distance we have 32.3, that means we can take 32, 3 boxes and slightly more than that, 3 boxes. Half of that means 1.5 box, 1.5 box, that is a 15, or you can take 16, 1.5 box. So from this one, that the length of OA, so this is the OA is coming, so off side 1.5 box, one side, and 1.5 box other side we have to draw it, like here from here this one to here 1 box and half box, so it will come almost to the ear point, like this we have to construct. Then here also half box and then 1, like this we have to get. So then total it will become 32, that means 16, slightly more than that 1.5 box. And then this side we getting CO is having 30.7, that is almost 31 means 15, that is also 1.5 box. So you can, here exact 1.5 box we can take it, half box and 1, and then here also half box and then 1, half box and then 1. Okay, like this we are constructed OABC. And now you can extend the length. See, this is what is the length is there, same length we have to extend here, so it will be drawn like this. And then here also the same length of this we have to extend up to here and then join it, and same again here. Okay, all these lines what we draw, these lines always will be parallel to these inclined lines. Here left side, right side, no, all the lines are parallel to that. No lines will be drawn this inclined to this. Every line will be drawn parallel to this. No line should be drawn inclined, so all the lines are parallel to this. Like this we have to draw. And now we got OABC frame. Now we will identify all the 5 points on this OABC, and we know this is a point 1, this is coming exactly at the midpoints, so that is point 1, no need to worry, here the point 1 comes. Then point 2, that distance having 11.6, that is 11 means 12, 1.2, one box from the A, measure one box and slightly more than that you draw the one arc. Okay, and same way from O also, from here one box and slightly more than that you draw one arc, that is a point 2 and 5. Next point 3 and 4 is coming 6 point, that is 6.5, off box from the B, take off box, here you draw the arc, and same from the C, off box slightly more than, draw one more arc, like this. Some approximate 1 mm, 0.1 mm and all, it will be acceptable. We can take the average values and it will be easy. First you can move the namings for the confirmation. Here 1, and this point is 2, and this point is 3, and this point is 4, and this point is 5. And now join all these 5 points with a visible line, that is from 1 to 2, 3, 4, 5 and back to 1. So once it is finished, now we will join the side edges which are the visible, like 4 to 4 we have to join it, 4 to 4 from top face to bottom face, then here 5 to 5, and then here 1 to 1, and then here 2 to 2. Like this we need to join the side faces, and once it is finished you can erase all the construction lines whichever we used to do that, erase it, and we need to erase the hidden edges also, that is here the hidden edge, this is the bottom hidden edge, you can erase this one also, and you can erase all the frame points also. So like this we can construct the frustum of a pentagonal pyramid. Okay, I hope you understood this technique and all. So this is how the construction of pentagonal pyramid. Coming to the next, now we will discuss the construction of frustum of a cone. The frustum of a cone. When come to the frustum of a cone, here we will get the, as usual, two faces, top face and bottom face, and here the diametral changes. For example, here I will take the example of draw the frustum of means isometric view of a frustum of a cone of base diameter 50 and top diameter 30, and the height, the distance between top face to bottom face, we can take 50. Okay, let me start it here. First, as usual, when it come to the cone is a circular part, top and top bottom we will get the circular face, so that's why we need to construct by using circle method. And here whatever the diameter they given, first we need to construct the frame for it. Here they given 50 for the bottom, so we can draw the frame for it with the thin line, normal line, 1 2 3 4 5, and again 1 2 3 4 5, then again here 5, and then 5, like this construct the frame, and then go to the bottom corner and draw the line to the opposite edge midpoint. 5 means 2.5, 2.5 boxes you have to count it and draw the line from the same corner to opposite one more edge midpoint, like this. And then from the top corner we need to draw the line to bottom edge midpoint, and same way here also we can draw the bottom edge midpoint, like this we have to draw the 4 midpoint lines from top and bottom corners. After that, the next one we can go to the we can take the compose, and by taking the 4 centers, 1 2 3 4 centers, and draw the arc. First we take the bottom corner as a center and then draw the arc between top midpoints. While drawing we can make these lines are visible line, because that is the actual circular portion which will be seen. And then take the intersection point center and draw the arc left side, right side, and then go to the top corner and draw the arc to the bottom between midpoints, and then take the intersection point of the center, and then left side we can draw the, by taking the intersection point we can draw the left side arc. So like this we got the bottom face. After that you can erase the the midpoint lines what we drawn for get the centers, and then find out the midpoint. So draw the line between the midpoints and get the center point. And now from the center point, height I given 50 mm, so 5 boxes I need to count it from here. 1 2 3 4 5 boxes I need to count. And the top the circle diameter I given 30, so 30 means half of that 1.5, so either side. So I told that when you are drawing the midpoint lines, these lines should be parallel to always these inclined lines. So here 1.5, 0.5 and 1 box, and same way here 0.5 and 1 box, and here also the parallel to this 0.5 and 1 box, and then here 0.5 and 1 box. Like this we need to draw the midpoint lines, and then again you can extend the same thing here 0.5 and 1 box, and same way you join to this, and 0.5 1 box. So like this we need to take the total 30. So then when you measure it, the side will become 30, and then so you can delete this mid lines, and axis line also you can delete it. And now as usual, from the bottom corner to the top of the midpoint we have to draw the lines. This is the top edge, midpoint we have to draw. Then go to the top corner and draw the midpoint to bottom edges. Like this, 2 midpoints we have to draw it. Then go to means we have to take the compose and draw the visible line, that is thick line, by taking the center, bottom center between the top midpoints. We have to draw the arc. While drawing the arc, this arc will be thick, that is a visible we have to make it. And then take the intersection point as a center and draw the arc between these two, and then take the top circle and draw the arc between these two midpoints, and then the last intersection take it and draw the arc between here. So like this we need to draw the arc, and we get the top face of the cone, frustum of a cone 30 mm, and then you can erase all the construction lines, the frame length, whatever we taken, we can erase everything, and only keep the profile, that is a circular portion. Here also you can erase it, so to get the smooth view. And now the last step, we need to draw the tangent. Keep the scale at the endmost here points and draw the tangents to from the top face to that is a top circumference to bottom circumference. Here we can draw the tangent. Keep the scale, and then endmost point you can take it and draw the tangent like this, and here also keep the endmost to this periphery and draw the tangent to this. So like this, after drawing the tangent, there is the inside arc segment is a hidden point, so we need to erase this inside arc. So after editing, this is how the frustum of a cone can be constructed. So in this video I had explained the construction of frustum of a square pyramid, and frustum of a pentagonal pyramid, and frustum of a cone, and by taking the a general dimension. When it comes to the problem, they will give the dimension. Based on the dimension, by using this technique you can construct all these shapes.